Good morning, friends. Today is Thursday, April 9th. And today we are going to be finishing the book Julius, the Baby of the World. So, in front of you, you should have some blank pieces of paper or the papers from the Google Drive. I'm going to show you how to get there again, just so we make sure that we know how to access all of the materials for Read Aloud. So we've got our distance learning folder. Go to first grade. Then we'll go to Read Aloud this week, April 6th to April 10th. We're going to go to Thursday, April 9th. And in here, you have a copy of the book if you want to click on it to flip through the pages to answer your exit ticket. And you also have the sheets where we're going to answer the questions. Now, this sheet will look the same as the first sheet from yesterday's Read Aloud lesson, but today we are going to finish answering this sheet, and then you will have a different exit ticket today. So if you want to pause the video here and make sure that you write down all of these questions, if that makes it easier for you so that you can see them, you can do that. But I will also say the questions out loud so that you will know what questions you are answering. All right, so yesterday we started Julius, the Baby of the World, and we are going to go right back to it right here. Here we go. All right, so we started the book and we figured out the main character, what we know about the main character. We answered the first 5 questions on that first sheet. And today we're going to answer the last 2 questions, the solution and the lesson learned, and then you're going to do your exit again. But before we get started on reading the second half of the book, we'll go over the first half of the book so we can refresh our memories. So we've got Julius, the Baby of the World. Julius is Lily's little brother. And before Julius was born, Lily was super excited. She was really excited to be a big sister for the first time. She was an awesome big sister before he was born. She gave him things, she told him secrets, and she sang lullabies to him. But after he came home, that all changed. Lily did not like having Julius around all the time. She would take her toys back from him. She would pinch his tail. She would say disgusting. She would call him disgusting. It's not very kind. Um, she would ask when Julius was going to go away. She didn't seem to really understand or like the fact that Julius was here to stay. So she decided to be mean to Julius. She would say that she hated him and that he was ugly and try to teach him the wrong way to count and the wrong way to say the alphabet. Um, she would try to make him disappear, try to scare him, and all of these things that she tried to do um, earned her a lot of time in the uncooperative chair, which we know Lily does not like to be in. Her parents tried to make her feel a little bit better by giving her a little bit more attention, but she was just so jealous of all of the attention that Julius was getting. Right here, we see that she is not happy about Julius being a part of her family. Um, and right where we ended off, Lily told a story about, or made up a story about Julius that earned her 10 minutes in the uncooperative chair because it was so mean. She said that Julius was like a germ, like dust under your bed, and if he was a number, he would be 0. So that was super, super mean. And then you use this chart to answer the exit ticket from yesterday. And we said that at the beginning, Lily felt excited, but in the middle, Lily felt really annoyed and jealous of Julius. So we're going to see if that changes at the end. Here we go. All right. Lily warned her friends Chester and Wilson and Victor about babies. Trust me, they're dreadful, she said. She warned strangers about babies too. You will live to regret that bump under your dress, she said. Doesn't look like that lady appreciated that. Lily ran away 7 times in one morning. I'm really leaving this time, she called. Who knows where they'll find me? The same afternoon, Lily had a tea party and everyone came. Everyone but Julius. His invitation must have been lost in the mail, she explained. I don't think she ever sent out an invitation, but that's just me. Ooh. Lily had glorious dreams about Julius. So here she is riding a cat who is trying to catch her baby brother, and ghastly nightmares too. So now this is a giant baby Julius trying to get Lily with his baby fork. That seems pretty scary. Lily's parents showered her with compliments and praise and niceties of all shapes and sizes. They even let her drink her juice out of the antique china cup. It didn't matter, nothing worked. I am the queen, said Lily, and I hate Julius. So here we can see a picture that Lily painted. It says, my entire complete family. Here's Lily. She drew herself really big. And then mom and dad. She drew her, or she painted her new cup, the antique china cup. And then at the bottom, she says, that's all there is, really. But we know that that's not really all there is because we know Julius is also part of her family. But her parents loved him. They kissed his wet pink nose. They admired his small black eyes, and they stroked his sweet white fur. Julius is the baby of the world, chimed Lily's parents. Disgusting, said Lily. Lily's still not buying it. When Lily's mother felt up to it, she planned a festive celebration in honor of Julius. All the relatives came. There was quite a spread. What's the big deal? Said Lily. Haven't they all seen a silly lump before? Apparently not. All afternoon the relatives hovered over Julius. They kissed his wet pink nose, they admired his small black eyes, and they stroked his sweet white fur. So Lily does not look pleased to be at this party that was thrown for Julius. Disgusting, said Cousin Garland. What? Said Lily. Julius, said Cousin Garland. I think his wet pink nose is slimy, I think his small black eyes are beady, and I think his sweet white fur is not so sweet. He needs his diaper changed. So she's saying exactly what Lily was saying before. But Lily's nose twitched. Her eyes narrowed. Her fur stood on end, and her tail quivered. You're talking about my brother, said Lily, and for your information, his nose is shiny, his eyes are sparkly, and his fur smells like perfume. Cousin Garland was speechless. He can blow bubbles, continued Lily. He can babble and gurgle, and he can scream better than anyone. Cousin Garland tried to slink out of the room. Stop, said Lily. I am the queen. Watch me closely. So this sounds like Lily's changed her mind about Julius, maybe. Lily picked up Julius. She kissed his wet pink nose. She admired his small black eyes, and she stroked his sweet white fur. Your turn, said Lily, handing Julius over to Cousin Garland. Kiss, admire, stroke, Lily commanded. Now repeat after me, said Lily. Julius is the baby of the world. Julius is the baby of the world, said Cousin Garland. Louder, said Lily. Julius is the baby of the world. And now Lily looks pretty pleased with herself that she's making Cousin Garland scream it. But Julius looks a little scared. And from then on, he was, in everyone's opinion, especially in Lily's. So Lily got them matching disguises, and she's saying, we're almost twins. So now that we've finished the story, we can answer the next question. The next question is, what is the solution? So on the sheet that I was writing on yesterday with the other story elements, here we go. I made sure to number them, and now for number 6, the question about the solution, I'm going to write down what I think the solution is. Take about 45 seconds. Go ahead. All right, so when we're talking about the solution, we have to think back to what the problem was in the story. So we know that the problem was that Lily is jealous of all of the attention that Julius is getting. She doesn't want him around. She doesn't want to share her parents' attention, and she doesn't think that he's really all that great. But then, go back here. Ooh, cousin Garland calls him disgusting. And this is when Lily's mind starts to change. Cousin Garland explains why she thinks that Julius is disgusting, and it's for pretty much the same reasons that Lily also didn't like baby Julius. But when she heard someone else say that, she got really mad. Her nose twitched, her eyes narrowed, her fur stood on end, and her tail quivered. And she told Cousin Garland that she was talking about her brother. And then she starts saying all of the things that her baby brother can do, which are all of the things that her parents were really excited about Julius doing as well. So Lily points that out to Cousin Garland and then makes Cousin Garland see what she and her parents see with about Julius. Lily kissed his wet pink nose. She admired his small black eyes, and she stroked his sweet white fur. And she doesn't think that Julius is stinky anymore, or that his eyes are beady, or that his nose is slimy. So the solution of the story is that Lily sticks up for Julius when cousin Garland says that he is disgusting. So the solution of this story is that Lily sticks up for Julius when cousin Garland says that he's disgusting. And we can see that. You can write that down right under the question about the problem. All right, the last question on our sheet asks, what is the lesson learned? So I'll flip through the last few pages and you can try and find the lesson learned. All right, so the lesson learned is what the author wants to teach you from writing or when you read the story, what the author wanted to teach you when he, because Kevin Henkes, was writing this story. So we thought about the problem and the solution. The problem is that Lily was getting jealous of all the attention Julius was getting. And then the solution was that Lily stuck up for Julius when cousin Garland said that he was disgusting. So, at the beginning of the story, not the very beginning, but in the middle of the story, um, Lily was not happy about having Julius as a new baby brother. She was mean. She did things to make Julius upset intentionally. She spent a lot of time in the uncooperative chair. But as soon as someone else said that her baby brother was disgusting, her mind changed. He got so mad at Cousin Garland that she stuck up for Julius because Cousin Garland was saying how disgusting Julius was. So the lesson learned is that even though siblings can be annoying, and I'm sure those of us who have siblings understand that sometimes siblings can be annoying. I know I understand that. Um, the lesson learned is that even though siblings can be annoying, the right thing to do is stick up for them because they're a part of your family. And that you love your siblings. So the lesson learned is that even though siblings are annoying, the right thing to do is stick up for them. So you can write that down on your sheet under the question about the solution. So now that we've answered all of those questions, we are ready to move on to the exit ticket. So your exit ticket today is going to be a retell exit ticket. You are going to practice retelling the story of Julius, the baby of the world. So remember, you need to include all of your story elements, which you have already written down on this first sheet of paper. So you're going to use the piece of paper that you've been working on the past 2 days during the video lessons to help you answer that question. And then you are going to remember to use key details in each part of the story and use complete sentences and write in your neatest handwriting. I will include a chart at the end of this video so that you are able to see um, what should go into your retell, what story elements go into the parts of your retell. And then you will be good to go. So remember, let your teacher know if you have any questions about any of the work on um, Seesaw or Google Drive. Remember, you are only submitting your exit ticket for today, and your exit ticket is those last couple of pages with all of the lines asking you to give a retell of this book, and we are looking forward to reading them. All right, friends, that's it for today, and I will see you tomorrow.